Hello, Director Masuda of Pokemon speaking.
Hello, what's poppin' with it? It's your boy Shofu beats my meat down, and I just wanted to tell you something real quick.
Oh, hey, Shofu.
Shut up, your game is doodleflix garbage, mate. Pokemon's some trash and will never be the same, you bloody bloke. I hope the odds is you get Pokemon based out your ass. This is why 10-10 is the new wave, you scunt.
He's still gonna buy a new game, though.
Why are Pokemon fans so bipolar on what's a good game? Why is Game Freak being silent about this? And when will Shofu's Twitter be positive for one? And the answer to this, starting from the day that Pokemon fans became divided, the day of... I remember when I was a kid, first Pokemon Ruby, I bought my cousin's Game Boy for $20 so he can buy the new Apex Legends, and oh my god! Every kid who plays Pokemon remembers the first time they cracked up their Game Boy facing an Elite Four with the shiny Rayquaza. I'm not joking, that's what happened the first time I ever played Pokemon. But still, the first time you play Pokemon, it's fun as f. This game is amazing! Holy shit! Is that a motherfucking Latios? And then the next came out on Platinum, and look at these graphics, these Pokemon are sexy! Cynthia! Distortion World, baby! The music! I'm having so much fun with this, and there is no way they can top it. There's 2 regions? At this time, Pokemon always felt like it was improving its formula, always adding more gameplay where there's so much exploring in this amazing game. Remember the word explore. I'll bring that up later. This is when Pokemon was truly at its best, and Shofu was actually happy. And then boom, the next Pokemon game gets announced, and new Pokemon? Hey, I'm having fun, this story's pretty cool, woo! Oh, the game's done. These are my exact feelings after completing Black and White. Gen 5 was one of the first Pokemon games where the vocal minority became vocal about how much they disliked the game. If Felicify made a video about it, you know it's fucking stupid controversial. How come every Pokemon game except this felt like a step up? The question is hard to answer because Black and White feels like any other Pokemon game. It's not like they turned to Skyrim, but they didn't change much at all, which led Pokemon fans to be very confused and pointing fingers at the wrong problems. Like how the whole generation sucked because they made an ice cream into a Pokemon. Like, come on my dudes, Dugtrio was literally a fucking dick and ball. Shut up, bro. People became more delusional with these claims to even blame some of the well-developed characters like Alder. If it's not the Pokemon that made the gen bad, what is it? I would try to say the content in the game, but how can the content be bad when people consider it some of the best competitive Pokemon we ever seen in a while? So if the gameplay and content is good, what's so bad about Gen 5? On Pokemon Platinum, when you beat the game, including the after-game content, you had a whole world to explore. It rewards you for backtracking when you don't need it. It's like this. You don't need to go in that temple, but you can go into that temple. And when you do go in that temple with the right stuff, it's a, is that a motherfucking Regigigas? And Gen 4 had all these really great surprising moments with all these encounters of legendaries, new Pokemon, and new places to explore, and just the most random places that you don't have to go into. They award you for being adventurous. They've done this before Gen 4, but Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver are the best games to do it in the franchise. Now, did Black and White do this? I'll give you one example on how Black and White did this wrong. And there's one thing that all gamers can agree on. We all hate water levels. The water temple in Black and White is the most stupid reason on why that you should backtrack to certain places and kills the whole adventurous mood in Black and White. Once I first entered the water temple was when I realized when Pokemon finally downgraded. Now, you might ask, what's so bad about this water temple? You know how previous games you would do some kind of puzzle when you get into some kind of secret secluded place, right? Like to get to a certain legendary. The water temple does not do that at all. You know what it does though? It gives you an item for a Pokemon that you're not going to be able to unlock until you go to GameStop to get it for a mystery gift. And that's when I realized Black and White's flaw. Give me some secret secluded story that the main game doesn't have to offer. Give me some secret trainer battle at the end. Give me this basic legendary or special shiny type Pokemon that you could get from here. Don't just give me some stupid items. I'll admit this, at least they had the Cynthia battle in Black and White. The disappointment in how linear the world is, how much you can't adventure around the world, and how disappointing Black and White is when you try to find some new quirks that the world leaves for you to have, are just not rewarding at all. While, don't get me wrong, some of the hate from Black and White could be because the previous game, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, had the most content in any other Pokemon game. So it's not a fair comparison. When you expect a game to always be an upgrade from the previous game, you expect big things for the game to be bigger. So does this make Gen 5 a bad gen because they just got rid of the adventure in Pokemon? Psh, hell no! The story in Gen 5 is a heartfelt, telling story that is so beautiful that'll break your heart, my man. And if you really want to hate on Gen 5 for not having that much content, Black and White 2 exists. While also being everybody's favorite gen for competitive Pokemon, also at a high point for Pokemon, Gen 5 was definitely not the weakest title, and it was definitely not the weakest gen. While I do believe Gen 5 was the start, it's not the worst gen, and it did add a lot of positives to the franchise. But Black and White was the start of linear Pokemon games. We had these 3D, empty, lifeless worlds where you just play out the story, play out the written content. Then after that, there's nothing to do at all. At least in X and Y, they had you catch Mewtwo. And at least in Sun and Moon, they had you catch Xerneas. But outside of the Ultra Beast, that's it. All of it is mostly written content, which is so saddening to see. You're not going to stumble upon a Regigigas in a random ass temple anymore, sad to say, my man. You're not going to get lost in a fucking mountain and run into a Moltres anymore. They're not going to give you any rewarding puzzles where you can get a legendary anymore. They just ended that off. Pokemon is just turning into the same mediocre game that's never going to be completely bad, but it's never going to have the same charm that it used to have. And I feel like that's the end of the video on why people don't like Black and White, or the Gen 5, because it was the start of this empty husk of a world that we have to deal with every year. Not that it's objectively bad, but it's just been getting more noticeable. More longtime Pokemon fans, more longtime YouTubers have been noticing this. Now there is a glimmer of hope. Temtem, baby! In all seriousness though, Gen 8 is coming out, and tons of Pokemon. Every Pokemon fan is hyped for this game, except me. But I'm not hyped for this game personally, but I will be buying this, and I will be hoping they bring back that adventure that we used to know and love in Pokemon. I hope they bring back the non-linear worlds where we can go and explore. We can go explore that one little cave that we have no idea what's in there and actually be rewarded with something cool, like a little side story quest or something. I hope we get that back. That's what I hope for this new gen. But if that doesn't happen, Temtem the new wave!